Miss Rosie's class. Today, I want to talk to you about inquiry-based learning. Now, in most classrooms throughout history, the structure of learning has stayed pretty much the same. First, the teacher presents some information to their students. The students then absorb that knowledge, maybe practice it a few times, and finally demonstrate their learning in some kind of assessment. We've been using this system for generations, but recently more and more teachers are starting to ask themselves whether this is really the best way for us to be teaching our students. One alternative that classrooms are starting to use is called inquiry-based learning. Inquiry means questioning or truth-seeking, so inquiry-based learning is all about having students ask questions and try to find the answers. This is different from the traditional model where teachers are the ones asking the questions. But inquiry-based learning is much closer to how people naturally learn outside of the school setting. When kids are little, they ask a lot of questions about how the world works, and they really try to explore to see if they can find the answers. When scientists are out in the world making discoveries, they're not working from a list of questions that somebody else already knows the answers to. They're asking questions of their own and exploring them to find the answers and try to solve problems in different ways. When we invite kids to use inquiry in the classroom, we're tapping into their natural curiosity, which is a lot more engaging for them. So how can we incorporate inquiry into the classroom? Usually it looks something like this. First is orientation. Kids should have a little bit of background knowledge on the topic, something to get their gears moving and spark some curiosity in them. This is where we give them that background. Then it's time to ask the questions. Here, students are posing questions that are genuinely interesting to them. In some cases, they might even make a prediction or a hypothesis. Next, it's time to explore. Using whatever resources they have available, students can investigate their topic in search of real answers that matter to them. This might involve extensive research, experimenting, or trying out different ways to solve a problem. Once they've found some answers, students can create something based on what they've learned. Depending on the subject, this could be as simple as a short presentation, or as complex as a whole new invention. The point is to be able to share what they've discovered with the rest of the class. After they've shared their discoveries, they can engage in a discussion with their classmates and teacher about their learning process. Here is where they'll be able to think even deeper and gain more ideas about how the information is useful, or how they can explore their questions even further. Finally, students reflect on everything they've learned from the process and record any additional questions they have after the experience. From there, the whole cycle can start over again. By implementing more inquiry-based learning into today's classrooms, we can foster genuine enthusiasm for learning and encourage kids to pursue their natural curiosities. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time in Miss Rosie's class.
Studycat!